A Canadian coffee chain is coming to South Korea. Tim Horton is entering the cafe market in South Korea. So today, we're gonna talk about this iconic coffee brand chain from Canada coming to the Korean market and how it's gonna blend in with Korean coffee culture. Hello everybody, my name is Ade.
Yo, this is David.
And I'm Joy.
Today we're talking about Tim Hortons coming to Korea. This is kind of a big thing happening, right? Everyone's kind of excited about Tim Hortons.
Love it.
Right.
Yeah.
And Canadian, you lived in Canada.
Right.
So we all have, Tim Hortons experience.
Right.
Why do you think Tim Hortons is coming to Korea?
Business perspective
Okay.
from Tim Hortons. They're expanding globally. They want to have more profit from not just from Canada, but in other countries.
For sure, and they're in America too.
Right, right. So that's, I guess, one major thing why Tim Hortons is coming to Korea.
I see.
Right, and to add on that, I think Tim Horton obviously knows that whenever the brands from like United States or other country come to Korea, it got all popular.
Right.
Like Five Guys, or even Starbucks,
Right.
So, and then again, Korea it's all about trend. Koreans are huge trend followers. So I think that's why Tim Hortons is targeting South Korea.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a smart move by them because Koreans, like to us, Tim Hortons is just like whatever, right? But to Koreans, it's like a luxury, Instagrammable experience.
Wait, you said Tim Hortons is whatever for us? To me, I love Tim Hortons and I miss Tim Hortons coffee since coming to Korea.
It's whatever, man. Tim Hortons is just whatever.
It's
Tim
not.
Hortons fell off.
Their coffee is they have that iconic coffee taste.
You know, it changed though.
I don't remember. The last time I drank was 10 years ago. So I just remember their iconic.
You're hanging out to nostalgia.
Sohan coffee mat.
Right.
It's just really easy to drink. But I guess I have to try it again. I have to see how the Timmies in Gangnam taste like.
Okay. What do you think about? Are you excited?
I was super excited when I heard the news about Tim Hortons coming to South Korea. And just because when I was living in Canada, I went Tim Hortons just because it was slightly cheaper than Starbucks. Me being a teenager, I just wanted to save a few bucks on coffee or the donuts food. But then now that I was excited just because, I get to have the Canadian culture in South Korea. I think that's why I was excited.
Yeah, but have you heard about some of the prices? I heard it's actually really expensive.
So it is more expensive, but for me, Tim Hortons is the first coffee I've ever had in my life. So it has that nostalgia to it.
You're hanging on to it, yeah.
So that's because of my first coffee experience was with Tim Hortons. I'm really excited that it's here. But yes, it is more expensive. The last time I checked, if it was $1.90 something in Canada, it would be like, I don't know, 3,000원 here or something like that.
$4 here, right?
Yeah, so it's a lot more expensive. But I can kind of see why they, kind of made it more expensive. You gotta think of the logistics as well. You're bringing in the whole freaking chain into a different country. That plus, in Canada you have the taxes and the tipping culture. So all these extra added on pricing is there, while Korea doesn't have such a thing. They just have taxes, which is really low taxes. So you gotta match the pricing up to charge a little more extra in Korea.
I think they charge you more because they can. I think because Korea cafe culture, when they go to a cafe and you sit down, Canadians don't really go to cafes like how Koreans go to cafes. And Tim Hortons is usually just an in and out kind of thing for us. But in Korea, people are going to sit down there and stay. And usually you can charge more.
Right.
But I think Koreans are okay with paying more. Even luxury, high fashion, like Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. They always bump up the price more when it comes to Korea. Korea and luxury and new brands are always more expensive in Korea.
Just one point though, if they were gonna charge more to make it a luxurious thing, they should charge a lot more than just $1 or $2 is my take. Because they would have charged a little more than Starbucks if they wanted to make it more luxurious. But they just made it seem like it's only $1 or $2 more. So I don't think Tim Hortons is a luxury brand coming into Korea is my take.
I see.
If they wanted to make it look like a luxury thing, they would have made it $3 more expensive.
I see.
But I think like I knew it was way more expensive than how we would pay in Canada, but that didn't really bother me first, just because I think when people in Canada perceive Tim Hortons, it's like how Korean people perceive here. I mean, Tim Horton is like it's not really Starbucks here. It's more like
It's like 파리바게트.
or Pake's coffee, like a
백다방?
백다방 type of coffee, where you just go get a good price of coffee. But then when the Tim Hortons that open here, and it's super nice. It's huge.
Have you seen? Oh, really?
I saw the pictures, and they got all the nice seats. And for those cafes, they expect people to stay there, like have a cup of coffee and have a donuts. Then you're also paying for the space, you know.
Right.
So, and for those cafes here, the standard price is like always $4 to like $7.
Right.
So I think that's why the Tim Hortons also charge those amounts.
Right.
Expecting people to stay there as a like a cafe hopping experience.
That's a very good point that she made. The coffee culture in Korea is very different.
Very different
than Canadian coffee culture. People in Korea like to sit down and chit chat and spend hours
in a cafe.
They have a bunch of terms associated with that as well, like 가공족 or something like that, right?
가공족.
카페 공부 clans.
Oh, really?
That's what they call it. That's why cafes in Korea have outlets. So you can plug in your laptop, so you can study here for hours and hours and drink coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, the reason why I think it's like a luxury thing, because that's not Tim Hortons brand in Canada. Like you're not going to Tim Hortons to go chill for 2-3 hours in Canada. You just, and they have drive-through. Like some Tim Hortons are super tiny because everyone's just in and out.
Right.
Where in Korea, it's you're staying longer and you're chilling, right?
Yeah.
So the culture to me, like as a Canadian, and if I see like a big Tim Hortons and it looks like a Starbucks, it's gonna throw me off, right? But I can see why Koreans are gonna love it. Are gonna like it.
But then again, like you see thousands of Tim Hortons in Canada, like whereas in Korea, there's only one. So I think that makes it more special, you know.
I heard that they plan to open up 150 over 5 years.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Really?
Eventually.
So, she's so happy. He's coming to Busan.
It's gonna be like one a month or something like that.
Something like that, right?
But this is how much I love Tim Hortons. I don't work for Tim Hortons or anything. Like I don't have their stocks or anything like that. I don't know if they do stocks, but like I'm willing to travel to Seoul just to have their donuts.
Same.
Because I haven't had their donuts, I haven't had their ice cap in so long. I miss the flavor, you know. Like I grew up drinking their coffee.
I have had I don't know about you guys, but Tim Hortons in Canada, like especially in Toronto, the service is so bad. It's notorious. It's terrible. Like.
What kind of service do you get from Tim Hortons?
When I say service, I don't need it like my coffee on a silver platter or anything.
Right.
Just politeness, right?
Oh, okay.
And also, if I'm ordering something and I want to get what I ordered, like I was there last summer with my Korean friend. We went there like 5 times. Like we were like 0 for 5. Like we never got what we ordered. Like something was always off, the size was always off, or something's always missing, something always added or missing. It was never perfect. And I think a lot of people, especially in Toronto, have had that experience. But you Ottawa people and Belleville.
So I was gonna add on to that point. I feel like it's a regional thing. So like Torontonians, the T.O people.
Okay.
You're all like really busy all the time, like New Yorkers, right? You're always busy, almost like the Korean pali culture. So you're always on edge. Your mentality, you're always stressed out. And so if you don't get your things fast, then they're too working hard too.
Right.
But if you guys don't click, someone's gonna get angry.
Right.
In Ottawa, everything's more chiller. Like everything's like laid back, slow. Everyone expects a slower service type of thing. But then this was like, I don't know, 10 years ago, my experience.
Right, it's changed, right.
So I don't know how it changed, so.
But the Tim Horton lines?
Yeah.
When you went to Tim Hortons in December, how was the line?
I had to line up.
Oh yeah? Like not during peak hours?
Always lines.
It was just like
It's always lines.
At like 2 p.m.?
Yeah, always a line.
Like I was there about like 11
11 a.m.,
but
yeah.
It doesn't matter about peak. Not well, for sure. Morning times are worse.
So that never changed. Like 10 years ago too.
No,
in Ottawa.
the line goes onto the street sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. So like 10 years ago in Ottawa, there was like Tim Hortons here, Tim Hortons there, Tim Hortons here.
Yeah.
All three of them were packed with people.
I don't
Just to get that black coffee or double.
Right, and then another thing too, like so the cafe culture differences. Like in Korea, people just drink black coffee. Where in Canada, people drink custom coffee, like a double or a triple or like two sugar, one cream.
Right.
Where in Korea, like that's like a foreign concept to them. Right? Am I right or no? Like,
Yeah, you're right. Except for sometimes you can get some flavored coffee here too.
But I think what you meant was like people don't customize. Oh, am I miss?
Customize.
Customize
Yeah.
the black coffee here.
right.
Already the dolce latte, cafe latte, like the mocha latte is
Right,
on the
right.
menu.
Right.
But then I feel people in North America, they do want to add stuff still in the black coffee.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, the creamer
And
milk,
sugar
yeah.
and whatever. Right.
Yeah,
And yeah, Korean they do not like, but everyone does that in Canada. Like no one gets barely anybody just drinks coffee black. Usually they get.
I did. Me and my friends did.
Usually people like my mom, she always was double.
Oh, but I do understand that
like
point
it's
as well.
super common to get like a
They
double
like to have something in
triple
their
triple,
coffee.
right?
Triple, dang. That's gonna be really sweet.
Yeah, 3 sugar, 3 cream, triple, right? So, but yeah, what's your go-to Tim Hortons order?
Oh, okay. My go-to is either a double or a single.
Hold on a second. You said you drink black coffee. How you going?
Yeah, but I started my coffee journey
Okay.
per se with a double. So
Okay.
I missed that flavor, So double or an ice cap, Canadian maple donut, or honey cruller. I gotta have that honey cruller.
Honey cruller.
I don't know if that's in Korea.
No.
The Korean Tim Hortons.
Oh, probably.
Maybe, right?
What about you? What's your go-to order?
Mine's French vanilla for winter time
Oh, that's
and ice cap in the summer. And I love the maple pecan Danish.
Okay.
And I used to get it about like 8 years ago. But this September when I was in Tim Hortons in Canada, I couldn't find the Danish. So
Damn. Yeah.
Maybe it was not popular.
Yeah. Some locations have different things. Some locations.
I tried a different Tim Hortons.
Oh, they didn't have it. The whole trip, they didn't have it.
Couldn't
Oh, it's gone.
find it.
It's gone. Yeah, I gotta get a. So I started drinking coffee this year. So I never drank coffee when I was in Canada. So I always got a peppermint tea, double cup because it's hot. Toasted cinnamon raisin bagel, double toasted with butter and jam. It's very simple.
So no, the last part I don't know what you said, but the peppermint tea, like I have never
Yeah.
seen anyone order peppermint tea at Tim Hortons.
And I was again
They have, yeah, for sure.
Tim Hortons.
the double cup thing was
Because the water's hot. No, they
but
give
double
you
cup,
the-
I understand.
They give you double cup with the water.
Okay.
It's blazing. Like they don't want to get sued.
Okay.
But yeah, gotta get the peppermint
What
tea.
was the second part you said? Like some double raisin.
So
donuts?
cinnamon raisin bagel, double toasted with butter and jam.
double toast.
And I always told them, like super slow, cinnamon raisin bagel, double toasted, and butter and jam on the bagel, please.
I guess when you think about it, it's not that complicated. It's
Right,
just-
and then you get it, and then there's just a cold bagel, or with no butter, or with no jam, or it's not toasted. They never get it right.
Okay.
My beef with Tim
do
Hortons.
you think
No.
your order is very
No, because if you offer it,
Yeah.
Sure.
it's there.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Canada and American restaurants and these food places are very customizable when
Right.
it comes to like your orders.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I worked at a hamburger shop called Harvey's
Oh.
before when I was younger, and all the burgers are customizable.
Sure.
You can add in extra patty.
Right,
You can even remove the patty if
Right.
you don't want any patties, but I don't know who would. But anyway, you can switch patties
Not
like
in
a thicker
Korea.
one to
Right.
like Angus beef or something like
Right.
that, and add more ketchup or take less mustard out or whatever. So everything is customizable, but Korea, nothing's customizable except for at Starbucks, maybe.
Right. Even if they have it on the menu and can you add this? They'll be
They're
like,
like, no.
no.
Yeah. I was thrown off so many
Threw me off,
times.
right.
I'm like, you have soy milk, just add soy milk to my drink. They're like, oh, it's not, we can't, there's no system for it. I'm like, you can, I'll pay you $1 extra.
Right.
I can pay you a ton
like,
more. No.
And they look at you crazy like, anyways. But yeah.
Oh, what I really miss about Tim Hortons, I wanted to say this.
Go ahead.
Roll up the rim.
Oh my God. I wonder if they're gonna do that here.
Do they still have that in Canada though?
I think they do it every year.
Because I remember you could win like a car,
Right.
rolling up the rim. But I've won many times free coffee,
Donuts and
donuts,
coffees,
Timbits.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What about you? You don't roll up the rim, right?
I've never done it.
Oh, maybe they got rid of it.
I doubt it.
But it is a seasonal thing.
Okay.
Season, yeah. So roll up the rim is like they have at the cup, and then on the cup, the rim part, you can just roll it up, and then underneath it'll be like try again, or like you want a car, or like free donut.
Maybe there was.
Yeah, always Tim Hortons.
It's fading away, my memory.
Right. But yeah. All right. So, are you excited about Tim Hortons coming to Korea? Let us know in the comments and let us know what you think about your coffee and Tim Hortons. Bye for now.